Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back along to another episode of Grass and Grain. My name is Jack O'Brien and you join me today as we're just starting to cart in a little bit of straw actually. We're still waiting for the spring oilseed rape to ripen. It's not quite there yet. So whilst that's happening, we're just clearing the fields. All of the spring barley, spring wheat straw has been baled up and that's all looking good. So now we've just got that small little block of oilseed rape to get that, and then we're almost done really. So it's quite amazing that we've got to this stage already. But yeah, what we're going to do is look to see. Now where we're going to put this? We're going to look to see how quickly we can get everything covered up. Actually, we'll leave this here for now because unfortunately I've got to head out first and clear some space in our barn over there. There's fertilizer bags that need to be moved, so we're going to do that straight away. So you're going to jump into the telehandler, which we've left around the corner here. And we're just going to move those bags inside. We'll get this all cleared up a little bit, because it's not been looked after all that well. And we can have some space to start to stack some straw out of the way, which would be good for us. Elsewhere, we're about to, well, hopefully today we're going to get some cultivation work done for next year as well. There's quite a few fields of cover crop on some of our contract jobs. So we would probably look to want to go and start making an impact there and getting that all covered up. So get that worked over and then get a good seed bed and good crop established for next year as well. So that's something we're going to look to try and do later on. Today and throughout the week really, if we can. There we go. Just got to be a little bit careful getting these bags off here. And we'll stick these in. We've got a lot of seed bags down the bottom corner of the shed here. We'll just stick these all in front there. It's kind of out the way a bit. We need to kind of shuffle things around this yard soon as well, because some of the grass equipment's going to go inside soon, because anything that we don't make a third cut from, the machine we won't use for a third cut, at least we'll just start to service up and get kind of tucked out of the way for winter, because yeah, the last thing we want to do is leave it outside to rust up really. Let's do that one. Okay, so we'll get this one picked up here, and then we can, just two left. We're probably going to try to get these put into the field sometime soon. Not quite ready for it yet, though. We likely might just leave this for the winter crops in the ground and then just start to establish. What we usually do is leave it until kind of early spring when the fields have dried out enough for us to get on. So it gives us that second kick on, really, just after the kind of the winter, almost hibernation. So the seed will lay dormant in the ground once it start to grow a little bit, and then we'll leave it there until post-winter, kind of early spring. Jump back on and get that covered again. So that's like going to be the plan there, and we'll get this covered. Elsewhere, there's good news. We've having a few phone calls. It looks like we could be about to start selling some of our silage here down to the BGA, which would be great to actually get going. We're just waiting for confirmation, because they rang me over the week there and just asked if we'd be ready and able to, and of course we are. So we're just waiting for confirmation on that really, when the contract can begin, and we're going to start to send it down to the BGA, which will be very exciting. Get some money coming back in. So all that pit there will be carted away, and we'll hopefully make a little bit of extra money down there. So it'll be good to see how that turns out. So I'll stick this in here. We'll leave the bag lifter in here as well. Okay. There's my square bale grab here as well. We'll shift out of the way. The fertilizer spinner will move just so we've got two full bays to work with there. Okay, we'll stick this around the corner. So we're going to get this wagon into a bit of a better position here. We're going to get the few things moved and we'll jostle everything around. Before you know it, we should be able to start getting everything kind of stacked up nicely inside. So we'll come back to you in a little while once we've got all that done and see what the next job is for us today. Alright then folks, we're all done. We've just tidied up the yard a little bit more as well. Got some bales stacked up, and now we're just bringing the truck in against the shed here. I might bring it out because I can't get out there actually. And then we're going to go and jump into the fen. It's been a while since we got into the fen actually, so we're going to have a bit of a look out there and go and rip up some cover crop, I think, and get some... and we'll get some ground prepared for another drilling, really. So it's at the moment a little bit too sticky for the drill, and also the main reason we're not doing any right now is because the drill is still, well, the drill and tractor is still on the baler for another little while. So we'll leave it there. We'll just jump back into the fen and go and have a bit of play in here. Like I say, it has been a little bit of time since we got into it, so we need to, a few things we want to go and have a look at. But the first thing, and somewhat tricky thing, is to make sure we get out this door without hitting the cultivator off the roof. That wouldn't be ideal. So what I have to do is kind of a bit of a balancing act here. Let's get a light on so I can see where I'm going. Go. And the yard's shut that way, so we can go this way. Hi. So how you doing anyway? Hope you're all very well today. I hope the weather is treating you well and you're getting everything done that you need to complete. A lot of you are all starting your winter drilling at the moment, so I hope that's going very well. Let's get some lights on here. We're going to get this gate shut and then we'll come back to you as soon as we get that all done and we're on the road. Get out of the way! Random, there's always a strange fox around here actually, I don't know where it comes from. Anyway, we're going to head off. We're going up to a couple of fields that we do work the land down for Jerry. So just a little bit up the hill, away from Shamrock Farm, get around that corner there. Yeah, we'll get ourselves up there, and then we'll see. We're just gonna rip through the cover crop once. It's been down there for about where are we now? About 6-8 weeks now. So it's a broadleaf cover crop. So what it does, it attracts a lot of sun rays, so and it can photosynthesize and produce a lot of nitrogen in the bottom of the root. And those nitrogen nodes are really good for when we come to drill or establish a new crop in the winter. It allows for a great cover crop, really. So that's why we're going to be that's why we plant our cover crops around here. It also prevents a lot of soil erosion when there's no crop on the field. So when you got a stubble field like this, it's a lot easier for like if there's an intensive rainstorm, for example, for soil erosion to occur and just run off the field. With this, at least, though, we can prevent that from happening. All being well, like with a good cover crop with a good root system in there, then there's nowhere for the water to run off because it all gets absorbed into the soil. It benefits the soil in many different ways. Allows for a lot of aeration and reduces compaction a bit as well, without actually having to do much in terms of mechanical subsoiling, for example. But for now, we're going to just head on up to the field. There are a couple of fields for us to look into, so we need to get those worked down. Then, all being well, we'll get in with the drill in the next couple of days there. Ideally, I'd like to have like a direct drill to come straight in and drill over the top of this, but we don't have one of those at the moment. For the amount of land that we work, a lot of our land is very heavy, and it just wouldn't, it needs to be broken down beforehand anyway. And the amount of land we drill, it's not worth investing in a brand new direct drill there at all. But maybe one day, we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see how it all comes along, really. This is always a heavy hill. Up we go. Come on. So the spring oilseed rape probably is going to need about another, I don't know, maybe another day or two at the moment. If it stays like today, nice and warm with a bit nicer breeze coming through, it should be ready in, hopefully in tomorrow lunchtime-ish. But it's just not quite there yet. It's still high teens, 20% at the moment. And if we've got the luxury of waiting, then we're going to use that and get a better moisture content out of it all. Oh, horse. So there's one field over there. We're going to come to that one later on. We're going to just jump into this field here though for now. The gateway is just up the top here on the left. This will keep us going for a little while. There's some beautiful views to work on with it as well. Really stunning. Okay, so we'll get this all unfolded. Let's go have a look, see what we've got to work with here. So you can see this is an oil radish mix with a little bit of vetch in there, a few wild oats and things, but it kind of covers the ground as much as possible. This is what I mean by having like a very broad leaf on it, so it attracts a lot of sun rays. Good looking thick crop actually. The root of this crop can be about 12 inches deep. There could be a huge, long kind of organic subsoil really, and so that's all come in, and we're going to get this all worked in now. And yeah, we'll see how it all looks and we'll break it down. Now, when the cultivator works over this, it buries a lot of the organic matter on the top, which is really good because it adds additional nutrients into the ground. The new crop we establish will be able to feed off it, so that should be really good. And we'll get this all put in and see how it's looking really. Excellent. Just got our cultivator folded down. This is a 6-meter cultivator Liborto. It's an old one. It's seen better days, but it still works okay for us. And we'll just gonna start ripping through here. There we go. Got a 4-wheel drive on. That's better. And where we go. So we haven't got GPS on this Fendt yet, something that I always keep meaning to think about installing, but there's a significant cost to installing GPS for the first time, which is why it's kind of frightened me off there so far. That being said though, we're going to let this, we'll probably just square this kind of corner off here, I think. So we'll get a good starting point going there. As you can see, it's turned over quite nicely. What we'll do is we'll go up and then we'll come down to the other end and have a bit of a better look, just to make sure that it's all coming through true at least, and see how we get on from there. It's not too sticky either actually. I thought there might be a bit of moisture left underground, but it seems to be coming through alright. And because we do have a little bit of a dog leg in there, we'll just come down to the bottom and square that off a little bit. It's been a bit overcast there. It's coming in a little bit dark all of a sudden. Excellent. That's going a bit square. One more pass should take out that bend. Looking good. Very satisfying job this when you're chopping in cover crop, because it's so easy to see where you've been, which I always like a lot. So we'll just lift it up there. Before we go too much further, we'll just turn it around. I think we'll have a look to see how it's all... It looks to be working in very well actually. Shouldn't have a problem there anymore. Let's just go and have a look, see. Yeah, so it's mixing in very nice actually. You can barely see any organic matter on the top at all, which is good. It's chopping it up and burying it, which is what we need to see. Soil's nice and dry, so really what we should be able to find is that the next couple of days at least we can get on. What we might have to do is take the baler off the John Deere and bring it up and get this drilled actually. That might be something that we would look into. But ultimately it's looking very good. I am going to check the weather because I do know we're supposed to get some really bad rain coming through, and I don't want to get stuck trying to drill when it's too wet or absolutely flood any fields out, so we'll have to see how that goes. But we can look into that one and we'll see how it goes. For now though, we're going to just get ourselves all, get this field knocked out nice and quickly. And we'll join you again later on down the line. So until then, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. I have been Jack, your humble host. If you have enjoyed this, please do hit that like button, subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly agrees to host everything. And we will see you in the next one. So until then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, but most importantly, happy farming.